Darwin espoused the theory of evolution that has increasingly emerged in many scientific communities as the way to make metaphysics disappear and to explain our existence in sole terms of physics, that is, bereft of all transcendent purpose. Now, the Age of Enlightenment espoused the theory of evolution in place of the reality of a transcendent God, whereby the idea of a Christian God was regarded as unscientific. Now, Darwin purported the theory that man may have, and he could not prove it, that's why it's called a theory, evolved through time from a distant cousin of an ape. While the church admits the teaching of microevolutionary processes, it refrains from endorsing the theory of macroevolution of Charles Darwin and his disciples. Microevolution, unlike the Darwinian macroevolution, is a process of variation and development that enables living systems, predominantly irrational creatures, to adapt to varying circumstances and changes at the microscopic level. The teaching of Charles Darwin and his disciples, which claims that rational creatures, humans, have evolved from a cousin to the ape, that all living systems struggle to survive, and out of this conflict, the strongest emerge. Otherwise put, you're on your own. If you're expecting God to intervene and change nature's laws, never going to happen. What you see is what you get. This is it. The strongest survive. Now, the church does not accept the Darwinian survival of the fittest philosophy as an explanation for our existence or purpose in life. Rather, the church teaches that God made man and woman in his own image and likeness, with a supernaturally intelligent design, a purpose, and that this design is not subject to evolution, meaning this bloodthirsty ethic of the strongest surviving alone. The church opposes the Darwinian theory of humans floating in a notion of irrationality and aimlessness, engaged in class conflict and survival. Now, Marxism is about the same. It doesn't go so much into how humans have come to be, but how classes in society are set free. And according to Marx and Engels, it is through conflict, anarchy, divide and conquer. That sounds a little bit like Lucifer's plan, doesn't it? And we see a lot of this anarchy around us and with this group called Antifa. They claim there's no central organization, but actually that's not so true. If you go to their website, you'll see that they have a specific goal, a central administration, and a purpose, and that is to destroy America. That's on there. It's on the website. I'm not making it up. That's part of their aim. And it's really something to be aware of, because there's a remedy to stop all of this anarchy and nonsense. And the remedy is found in the rounds of creation. Unlike the Darwinian struggle for existence and the Marxist class conflict, God's design for man, for the planet, for the universe, is an evolution of love, not of struggle, not of advancement, not of selfishness. It is an evolution of love that is found in every living organism on the planet, even the tiniest. Although nature has no conscience like we do, it does not deliberate. It does not use rationality and volition. It follows the instinct God put within it to sustain us. It has no knowledge of the love God placed in it, and yet it loves us. It does the will of God perfectly. Take, for example, the sun. The sun is about 92 million miles away from the earth, yet it has the thought of us that God put in it. It is burning itself out at a rate of about 365,000 tons a day just to give us light and heat. Every sunbeam that we see is an expression of love, like a particle of defunct matter, as it were, put out into the reaches of space in love to sustain us. And this sun, however unconsciously, is mindful of this earth in which we live in the slow evolution of God's love of the universe.